everybody. Welcome to a whole new week of training. How are we doing on this Monday? Thanks, Scott. Good to hear from you. Let Valerie in.
Hello, everybody. I got it.
Can we hear Mr. Williams? Yes.
We're all good? Good stuff.
We're all good. So were any of you back to school today? Or do you still have another 6 weeks off? No? No? Okay. Unlucky, Scott. Unlucky. Or maybe very lucky. Maybe you got out of the house for a while. Yes, get to actually get out into the world, meet other human beings. It sounds nice. I wouldn't mind doing a bit of that myself, out into the world, meeting other human beings. It sounds like a great thing to do. So today, what I do want to do is I want to look at not the yellow belt movement state, but the white belt to yellow tag ones. So having you look at some of those, giving you 1 or 2 pointers because we're starting to get some videos in from people. Some really good efforts, but some that aren't quite ready yet. And we'd like to give you some ideas how to fix them, improve them, get them ready to go. So we're going to practice a few very basic things to really improve the videos that people are sending in so that we can definitely give you that good score and move you on. You will start, if you start putting in videos now, you will start getting feedback. So we've sent a little bit of feedback, I think, from this group to Oisin, not all of his techniques, but to Oisin for a few of his techniques, to Scott. And is there anyone else in this group? I don't know if anyone else right there has had them in yet, but there's a few. So we're starting to give that feedback. It's much easier for us if you put it up through Google Classroom, as Oisin and Scott have been doing. That's really easy for us. A little bit harder if you're sending it in WhatsApp, so that might take a little longer to get to. So let's begin. Chariot. Heels together, toes apart. Kyungye. Take 1. So very first thing that we're going to do, we're going to start with some timing exercises just to improve things and get our shoulders going. So 10 toes forwards in parallel stance, left hand out, punching right in the center of the body, right hand on the hip. I want you to raise on the toes, reach the right hand, drop and punch with the left. So it's left hand each time. We're going to do 10. Raise, drop, raise, drop, raise, drop, raise,
That's it.
drop. Let's
as
see,
you're
6
raising,
more.
reach the right hand as you're raising, and then punch with the left on the drop.
It's the same hand each time, Heather. So not the same old exercise we always do. Left hand here, 1 on the way up, 2 on the way down. Give yourself lots of time, lengthen the movement. We're trying to improve our timing by stretching and be very fast on the way down. Reach.
Oh, Scott, make sure we get a full fist. Nice strong fist there, Scott. Good man.
And almost stretch it forward and we land strong. So you want to make sure, hi Amy, we want to make sure we land nice and strong on the as we hit the floor. So this time, I want you to do a single change. So raise, drop, raise, drop. Single change each time on my count. Hana. Okay, dead center. Not here and then here. Dead center. Till. Sit, center, center. Net. That's it.
Oh, nearly, Alex.
That's it. Ilg up. Go on.
That's it. Raise and drop.
Now this is a different hand each time. Hop. Good. Yo. And Suki. So in this one, yes, we're working on our sitting stance, but I want you to work on raising and drop with the other hand. For the yellow belts and the yellow tags, relax, raise, drop. But mostly work on coming up and drop. And it's all about this drop, hit the center line. Hana. Good, Alex. Right in the center. They're a little wide. Sit. Go ahead, guys. I want 10. Net. That's it. That's it.
That's it. And make sure that other hand is right back on that hip. Right back on that hip.
Hop. Yul.
Relax, raise, drop.
Okay.
Punch in the middle.
That's it. We go to walking stance. And before we go into stepping forwards and backwards, just a quick exercise, okay? So we have the left hand in front, left leg in front. We're aiming to the center. I want you to reach the other hand out as you pull your front foot back. So I'll show you sideways. I'm here. Use the green circle for a second. So my toes are touching the green circle. I come back and I go out to the green circle again. Back. Because I want the punch to always be at the very, very last second, just before the foot hits the ground. You couldn't see my foot there, but the idea, 1, just before the foot hits the ground. Let's go on my count. Hana. Oh, get back there, ready to go. Oh, pause. If the body turns and it all gets sideways, no, we're not in the same thing. I want you to make one stance and my back foot never leaves. I'm just going to go back this far and out again. And all I want to do is squeeze in a full punch in the last couple of centimeters of movement, just this last little bit before my foot falls. Let's try it. Tilt. Get that. Sit. Knit. That's it. Good, Heather. So that full swap, it's the same hand every time here. That's it. Go on, right. That's it. That's it.
That's the
Ilgam.
idea, Scott. Yeah,
Pull,
Scott, that's
push.
the idea.
Ilgam. You do.
Use the front hand, Elliot.
Yo.
So if your left leg is in the front,
Okay.
use your left hand to punch.
So one little thing I'm starting to see already, we're going a bit more and more and more sideways. We can't do that. We want to keep it this way. So here's your next challenge to improve this one, okay? So as well as our back forward and we're getting to that punch, I want you not to just drop down. I want you to push with your back leg to throw your foot forward. So we're going back, and I want you to accelerate by pushing with your back foot. So I pull, push, and then I have to race with my hand. Pull, push, race with my hand to the floor. Let's try that 8 times. Hana, pull, push. So, pull, push. Sit. Knit. That's it. That's it. Ilgop. Go on. Get it snappy. Yotu. Okay, here we go. Now, each time you come back up, we're going to go with a different hand. So I have my left hand. And remember, I'm pushing to the floor. Leave my left hand here. Exchange. Right hand. Let's try 8 times. Hana. Foot back and 2, 1. And try to push with this foot back here forwards to the target. Sit. Knit. 1. Push. That's it. 1. Push. Ilgop. 1. Yotu.
Still remember each time get the foot and the hand to finish together. Foot and hand finish together.
And as you're looking at your screens, see if you ever look like this. This we want to get rid of. We want to look like this. Shoulders straight to the front, punching right on the center line. Center line goes through your nose, through your chin, through your solar plexus, all the way down. So I shouldn't see this part of my body. That should be hidden. Okay, next. So we're still staying with the punch one more time. Okay, we go high punch in walking stance. So it goes like this. And the only thing that changes is when you look from the side, it's higher, goes to the nose, but also it's going to be over my instep here instead of over my toes. Now let's try it. 8 times going right and then left. But let's do this 2 forward, 2 back. So forward, forward, back, and back. Go again. Forward, forward, take your time, back and hitting here, back. One more time. Forward, forward,
that's it, right in the center still.
And back. Okay. So staying with these grades, I want to do on top, forearm low block, knife hand low block. And this is one that for the people I've seen so far, they've done a pretty good job on. But when you're blocking with the hand on top, great. But then you put your hand here and now it's underneath for the next one. That's not what we're looking for. So make sure it's on top both times. So for this one, same exercises with the punch. On top, forearm low block. And from here, we're going to have 1, 2. And I'm going to move my foot very slightly. 1, 2. And I want you to try and think of it like you're just tipping over the balance and then falling off the edge of the cliff. Okay? So we're going to drop when we drop. So it's 1, 2. Really drop. 1, 2. Slow, fast. This way. Let's go. Hana. 1, 2. Tilt. Yes, without turning the body too much. Sit. Knit. Hana.
Let's get that hand on top each time.
Okay. Now this
On
time.
top, Scott. Make sure you get it at the bottom. There you go. That blocking hand on top. Good man.
Okay, now we're going to link two techniques. We're going to do the low block and then the punch. Okay, so it just works like this. We're going to go right hand punch, and then we're going to pivot and do the low block to the left, just like this. And then we go, and we come back up, we get ready again. So we're going right leg forwards, turn, and do a low block. And we back again. Chin B. Right hand, right leg. Turn.
Come on, Heather.
And right leg goes back. We block to the left.
Heather, let's go. Come on. Let's leave the phone alone for a while.
Forward.
It's only 30 minutes.
Turn and block. Okay, back up. Get ready. I want you to do right side forwards. Then turn right side back. Try again. Forwards, turn and back. Do it 4 times. Go for it. Hana. We got it, Gene. 4 done. Okay, because this is important for Gene, for Elliot. This is your whole pattern. Watch now. So let's go together. We're going to go right leg and right hand forwards. Okay. We're going to move the right leg, turn and block. Go. And we turn and block. Then it's just right leg forward, turn and block. Right leg forward, turn and block. Right leg forward. And we're done. Okay, let's try that again. One more time, right side, and we go on to something else. Okay, chin B. Right leg forward, walking stance, and punch. Hana. Let's see, right leg forward, Gene, go for it. Yes, turn and block. Okay, the right leg is back. We're doing a low block. And then we do punch, turn and block. Yeah. Sit. And punch. Okay. So we put it all together. We do the first half of 4 direction punch. Let's try it. Chin B. Forwards, turn and block.
You ready, Scott?
C-jack.
Let's go, Scott. That's it. Punch to the right side. Punch. Come back.
Okay. All right.
So if you didn't go
we're leaving that
all
for a
4
second.
directions there, you went wrong.
Okay. So we're going to leave that for a second and go on to a little bit of strength. Okay. So a little bit of strength work towards the legs, and we'll see how we go. So first one I need you to do, sitting down. Okay. Well, actually, we're going to roll onto our side a little bit. We're going to put the top leg over onto the ground. Can bend the knee a little bit. That part's not too important. And we're going to rest on our elbow. And we're lifting the bottom leg up each time as far as we can. So this way, lift, hold, relax. We're going to do 20. 1, 2, 3, just chilling, very easy. 4, 5, 6.
That's it. Lifting that bottom leg.
7, lifting with the inside of the leg. 8.
That's it, Oisin. Good stuff.
9, 10. 1, 2.
Yeah, it won't lift very high, so don't try and force it to go very high. It only comes a small bit off the floor.
5, 6. There we go. 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's the other side. So we're going to just build up a bit of strength here in the legs. 1, 2. In your own time, we get to 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good start. So hopefully the insides of the legs are warm. We now go to the outside of the legs, and we're going to do 20s with fire hydrants. So we're going to keep the hands on the floor, knees under the hips. We go 1. And each time I want you to pause at the top. 2. And we're going for 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's it. Get that knee as high as we
10,
can. Thinking about lifting the knee, not
1,
the foot.
2,
A bit slower,
3,
Alex. A bit slower, that's it.
4,
That's it, Oshingo man.
5. Nice and slow.
Take
6,
that squeeze, Elliot. Make sure you squeeze at the top. So don't be
7,
too fat. Don't be too quick on
8,
letting that leg drop.
9, 10. Now we do the other side. 1,
On Gene. That's the idea, Gene. Other side now.
2,
Man, right. That's
3,
it. Go on, Scott. Get that knee
4,
high. Yeah, don't worry about the foot.
5,
Don't worry about getting the foot high. Just lift that knee
6,
to the side as high as you can. The foot will follow.
7,
Go on, Gene. Get that knee higher.
8,
Knee higher. Knee higher to the side
9,
and down. Lift the knee to the side and then down.
10. Good. Okay. If you have a chair, great. But you don't need it, and the chair might be too high depending on how tall you are anyway. But we're going to put a bit of time into the yellow belt turning kick. Comes from the back leg, from a forearm guarding block, and it comes right back to where it started. The reason I brought the chair out here is to show you the way the knee has to move. So I'm going to turn the chair here. You might see it a bit better. So my chair is very close to me here. My foot has to come right up, because if it doesn't, it's going to go through the chair and we'll have a little problem. So I have to lift my knee right away, finish my kick, and bring it back over the chair. And my opponent isn't you in the front, okay? It's over there, someone in the corner. So I'm lifting my knee up and I'm kicking over there and back down. And even if I'm only kicking as high as my hip, I still have to lift my knee high early on. And that's so that I don't miss. Because if I lift a little bit late, I'm already kicking too far. I've already missed. So let's try that, folks. On your feet, right leg in the back, and you're kicking here, right in front of your center, okay? So if I make my L stance here, there's my center, okay? That's the direction I'm kicking. Okay, so I'm kicking out here now. Let's try. 10 in your own time. Let's go. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll show you here with Bob.
Back leg kicking each time. Yeah, not so far to the front header, so you have to kick it 45 degrees. So you should be kicking over towards the corner. You should be kicking over towards that door there. Header. Yeah, your kick is actually kind of over towards that corner over there. No, the other corner. No, don't change legs.
Good effort, Scott. Nice, Oisin. Go on, Heather. Off to the corner.
That's it, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, Ryan.
Be careful we don't do this. Look at where my body is. We don't want to go over there. It's this one, right in front of me, over here. So I don't turn that far. So it should be easy to bring my foot back. Let's see if I go the other way. I kick over here, and I bring my foot back. Okay? Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah.
Good effort, Alex.
Move a little bit more to the side of that.
Good try, though.
A little bit more to the side, Alex.
Nice work, Ryan. Okay, for those of you who are getting this, now I want to do the same kick. We're going to do 6 on each leg, but I want to increase the challenge a little bit. We want to basically increase the whip. So we're sending the knee out, so I'm going to come to the side so I can kick directly at you. I want to increase the speed I pull the leg away. So here. So I want to, as I'm sending it out, be thinking about how quickly I can pull it back. I'll come to this side. So here. I have to pull it away just as quick. Let me hit Bob. So as I'm going for Bob here, okay, I'm sending it in, but I'm also pulling it away as quick as I can. So let's try that 6 times and focus on the pulling away, okay? Let's see how that goes. C-Jack.
Yeah, snap back as fast as you can. Yeah, not bad, Elliot. But let the standing foot turn.
Oh, Shane,
Yeah,
that was quite
don't
nice.
keep
See another one of those?
forward.
Really nice snap pushing. Good effort, Ryan. That's it. And keep the knee high onto the recovery. Same there, Scott. Really good snap. And now all we got to do is bring the knee back the way it came. 1 and back. This is where the chair actually helps. So if I have my chair here, I can't go 1 and I'll end up with this kind of situation. I want to bring my knee high, over and back. And back. Yeah. And we want to get back. Okay, we go another one. Let me have a quick look actually which one I want to cover today for you guys. Maybe the Dweet Shaggy. Yeah, we'll do the back piercing kick. Okay, so again, white belts, you have this version as well. Okay, the only difference is you'll do it from parallel stance. So this is from L stance. It's quite nice. There's my opponent in front of me. Hi, Bob. I turn and look over my shoulder, kick directly towards Bob, and I can step forward. So I'm going to kick towards you now. I get to turn and then step forward. Turn to here, heel up high, kick straight behind, recover, and down, okay? Let's see how we go. This one, you might have to come back after every kick, but I want you to start from the L stance, pivot, kick, land to the front. And let's try that one 10 times. Let's go. C-Jack. Go on, Oshin. There we go. You can get started.
Oh, not bad, Oshin. That's it, yeah. Elliot, try and get
Very
your heel
nice.
to your backside first. No, it's
You'll
like your
be all
leg is
right,
coming
Heather.
up straight.
Oh,
So, Elliot, your leg is coming
Ryan.
up straight. So make sure you
That's
lift your heel to your backside so that your knee is bent, and then the leg can straighten. Then go from bent to
All
straight.
right. Go ahead, folks. So we keep
There you
trying.
go. There you go.
Shoulders
Yeah.
facing this way. Kick going opposite direction.
Now don't turn so much, Heather. So it's back kick. So you have to point your back at the target. Don't try and turn all the way around.
Look over the shoulder. Back kick.
You see, we don't need to turn all the way around for this one.
I just peek over my shoulder. Heel as close to my backside as I can. Hands here to the front. And I go straight back. Okay, pause there for a second. Want to have a look at the foot. So when I go straight back, because I keep my knees squeezed, my heel will stay high and my toes down. It's going to make like a 45-degree angle this way, okay? And that's going to make sure, yes, Alex, that it's the heel that gets into the target and the blade of the foot. So the last second half of the foot, basically, from here down, okay? How do I show you that? But yeah, we're looking for from here back to here. That's what we're shoving into the target. So this time, just 4 more each leg. One small improvement we need, okay? Which is this. We are not going to turn. We're going to use our hands as anchors. And in particular, if I'm turning this way, I'm going to use my right hand as an anchor. As my right leg kicks, my right hand pulls back a little bit to stop me turning too far. So from here, 1, 2. And it's just going to stop me from turning too far. One more time in full speed. And that will help me balance. Just 4 on each leg. Go for it. One, Good effort. Yeah, and again, we don't have to slow it down.
Yeah, make sure we finish with the heel up and the toes down. Heel up, toes down. So don't let the toes go to the ceiling. Yeah, you see, Ryan, your toes are starting to drift up towards the ceiling. You want to keep the toes down and the heel up.
Yeah, and that usually happens when we turn too far.
Yeah, the hips. Your hips are turning too much. So you're kind of keeping your head in a good position, but your hips are turning too much.
I'll borrow the chair. It is really hard to do if I put the chair here and I hold on to it with both hands. It's very hard to go to this position if my body is facing the other way. So as long as my body is facing in the right direction, I should get my foot in that position. So it's just stopping myself from turning. All right, we have a downward kick to do, and that would be our last kick. So this is super easy for everyone. So we just need Ninja Sugi, L stance, pick the back leg up, and step forward. If you have room, try and do 2 forwards and 2 back. Because on the way back, we're looking for front leg and back. Let's try that. So forwards and back 2 times and do it 3 times. So 3 times forwards and back. Let's go. Nice. Less circles, more straight up down.
Yeah, and let's kick between those hands. So don't have your hands going to the side and the kick coming up in the front. Try and have a hand either side of the kick.
Have a look here if you haven't got the idea there. So here's my left, my right, and the kick in the middle. Nice, Scott. Good. Valeria, hopefully you're doing all right. We can still imagine what you look like. It's okay.
Good, and that's it. Try to keep the eyes up. So don't let the eyes go to the floor as the foot comes to the ceiling. Keep the eyes straight ahead all the time.
Good effort, Elliot. They look like they're getting higher. Either that or the camera is going lower.
Ah, you picked a good camera angle today, is it?
Well, I do think those legs are going. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those legs are going higher though. Yeah.
Alex, yeah, just keep the eyes up. So it's a nice high kick, but just keep the eyes up. Don't let them go to the floor.
Okay. As a finish, I just want to explain one of the tasks that's in your assignments for you. So as part of the grading, one of the things that we're starting to ask you to do right from white belt, and it gets more and more and more important as you go on, is we're asking you to coach one technique. Now, it's easy today or it's easy for this one, because you don't have anyone to coach. You don't have to make anyone better. But what you do have to do is be able to explain a technique start to finish the way we would explain it to you. So, for example, if I'm teaching sitting stance punch, right? Your job will be to say, okay, the technique we're going to do is called sitting stance punch. You put your feet 1.5 shoulder widths apart. You bend your knees so that the knees are over the insteps, okay? We are going to put one hand in the center line of the body and the other hand on the hip. I relax, bending both knees. I raise, extending this hand, and I drop into my punch. Altogether, it looks like this. Or something like that. The main thing we'll want you to be able to do is explain what it's called, 2 or 3 things that are important to know about the technique, and you have to be able to show it to us 1 or 2 times. That all on video. So if you have that skill, if you can build that up, that is going to be a part of the grading. Here's the thing. We want you to do it for 2 reasons. The first one is so you better understand your techniques, because you should be able to do it for all the techniques, but we're only going to test 1. The second thing is when you get up to blue, red, black belt, and you might be helping other people to learn their taekwondo and to help coach them at tournaments and all that kind of stuff, you're no use to them if you don't know everything that they need to know. So copying only gets you so far. We need you to understand a bit better what you do. So we're starting it very early so that it's easy to figure out later on. That's us for today. We're going to finish right there. Folks, thank you and well done. Keep that going on Wednesday. If you haven't yet had a chance to put in a video, try to get one in by Wednesday, even just one. And if you have had them in, we will be getting feedback to you. And if there's some that you want to resubmit, you can send them back into us for Wednesday. Chariot. Kyungye. Take 1. Hey, San folks, well done. Thank you very much. And we'll see you with Mr. Williams on Wednesday. Boom.